In this video, let us talk about the phases that are involved in applying the business intelligence and understand it in detail with the help of retail business case study. How the retail business works is understanding it at a very high level. Retailer gets the product from the distributor by paying the cost of the product acquisition and then sells the same to the end customer. Difference between the cost of acquisition of the product and selling the price of the product will determine the profits. Product acquisition cost includes cost price of the product along with all the operational costs. Example, cost related to the transportation, storing of the product, display on the aisle, and any cost related to promotions. In the case study, highlighting three key points where the management is facing issue with: lowering the cost of the product acquisition and maximizing the profits by selling the products by charging as much as possible for it from the customers, and at the same time attracting more and more customers by running some kind of promotions and temporary cost reductions. In our retail case study, management wants to better understand the customer purchases as captured by the POS system or the point of sale system. As per the activities that we need to perform for arriving the business intelligence, first activity is planning. The outcome of the business improvement discussions and planning phase is the business process that needs to be analyzed is zeroed on or finalized. POS or the point of sale system is the IT system that records each of the transactions that happens related to sales of any product in the retail store. POS retail sales transaction is the operational IT system and the data is the operational data that helps us to run the business smoothly on daily basis. The data is generated in an unorganized way as the customers can buy one or many products in a single or multiple quantities or amounts. There is a need to store the data in organized way. One of the way is to store it in a data warehouse. In our case study, the planning phase outcome is POS retail sales transaction process that needs to be analyzed as business users wants to analyze which products are selling in which store on what days under what promotional conditions in which transactions. Second activity is data gathering. During this phase, the POS sales data which was stored in an organized and clean format in the data warehouse or otherwise is gathered for further analysis. One very important point to emphasize here is data is gathered from the source underlying database, the sales data mart or the data warehouse. Just for this understanding here, POS system is operational source system, which is the entry point for any data collection from where the data is captured and stored in organized way in the data warehouse from where it is used for further analysis. Had the data not been stored in structured or organized way, it would have been very challenging, difficult and time consuming to gather the relevant and enough data for analysis like these. Third activity is data analysis. Once the enough good and relevant data is made available for the analysis, it is analyzed for finding out the business insights. There are different type of analysis that are done: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, or perspective. Each analysis is important for the business to gain meaningful insights on what is happening with reasons for same and what to expect in future if the things continue to happen the way present state of things are. Finally, the analysis related to what really needs to change to make sure business keeps on achieving its goal related to revenue and overall growth. Finally, with all the meaningful insights, detailed understanding of the current state of business and its processes and recommendations for improvement based on data analytics, further actions are finalized and implemented. Since these business actions are based on the events that have happened in the past, almost certainly should lead to business growth if implemented fully and successfully. In our case study, POS retail sales transaction data enables the business users to arrive at meaningful insights for which products are selling in which stores on which days under what promotional conditions in which transactions, which will further help them to arrive at some business actions for overall growth and increasing profits. For example, in one of the case studies, upon analyzing the POS sales data of a large retail store, it was figured out that beer and diapers were being sold together in large amounts in one bill. Hence, the business action that was taken was to keep the two items near together in the store on display on the aisle, making it it easy for the customers to grab them, hence increasing the overall growth in sales and ultimately in profits. I hope with this information we have now understood very well why business intelligence is needed and phases involved in implementation of the same. Thank you for watching this video. In case you liked it, please share with your friends and families. Please do subscribe to my channel and share your comments below. If you want to share a direct feedback, please do write to me on the email address shown on the screen in red color. Thank you.